is back in the grand manner.
Armstrong! Southampton announce their Wembley arrival.
Up one. That is a terrific goal. Humdinger.
He's put Cienza through. Cienza's in behind Devlin, in the box, just man to beat, and does so!
Good goal, good play.
Leo Cienza wakes up at Fratton Park.
Okay, carry on. Oh, look at this. Bobby Stokes. Hit well. Oh, he's there. Stokes has put Southampton in the lead. Peter Rodrigues. The cup for Southampton.
Prowse, he is going to have a dart. It's a wonderful goal from James Ward-Prowse.
For Ricky Lambert, a pure strike right into the top corner. No chance for Asmir Begovic.
Oh, tremendous equaliser. Oh, what a goal that was within seconds of the restart. Marian Bahar. Rene Austin. Again, he's hit Babianski, but it's followed in by Manolo Gabbiadini.
It's small ball.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to the Football Martin channel. It is call-in showtime. We've not done this properly. We did try it a couple of weeks ago, and it wasn't the greatest success ever. But hopefully tonight will run smoothly. I have a guest ready to join us very shortly. We've got a few friends of the channel that are going to be joining us over the next half an hour or so, reacting to this evening's game against West Bromwich Albion. Saints picking up a point at the Hawthorns. My first guest this evening is a man that you would have seen on the channel many a times. Charlie Brett is going to be joining me this evening. Charlie, can you hear me okay? Perfect, mate. It's great to have you here, Charlie. Thoughts on the game this evening, my friend? Yeah, it was lackluster, wasn't it, Charlie? It felt lackluster this evening. Do you think there was just a bit of a hangover from Sunday? Audio at all. Charlie, we can't hear you on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a number on the screen and just get you to give the number a call. Is that all right with you? Because I don't think anyone can hear you. I always know these are difficult to do. So we are going to give Charlie a number to call us on. So Charlie, the number is 07508 520 850. We'll get you on that way, Charlie. Legend. So Charlie will be joining us via phone very, very shortly. Just couldn't get the audio to work for some reason. I know loads of people are in there saying that you can't hear Charlie. It's always a bit of a trial and error when you're doing something like this live, and it's never particularly forgiving if it does go wrong. Get involved in the comments box below. Give us all your reaction as well. I love to hear all your opinions and all your thoughts. As always, we love to hear what you guys have got to say. Cannot hear the legend that is Charlie, but you will do very shortly because we're going to have him on the phone, and that should work. An absolute treat, fingers crossed. So there you go. We're going to plug him in and bring him on via the phone, which should work with no issues at all. What we will need to do is put another set of headphones in so I can hear him. Yeah, you have my. Yeah, it's not my number though. It's my temporary number for call-ins only. So hopefully Charlie can hear me. If you plug that in and then just pass me the phone. There we go. Charlie, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, happy days. We've got Charlie on the line. Now it works. So the one way of making it work is by phoning us. Works a treat. Mate, good to have you here. Just let everyone know what you were telling me a minute ago about the game. So give me some of your reaction and some of your thoughts, Charlie, to the game this evening.
Yeah, real lackluster performance. Looked from the very start like a hangover from the weekend. You know, I think we have to remember, just really trying to be positive about tonight's game, that we've come off an amazing run. We've won 8 games out of 10 without defeat. We've beaten a Premier League side at the weekend with a high energy performance, a really big ending to the game. Lots of excitement. The players probably wouldn't have slept that well. And then a couple of days later, gone to an away game at a team that's fighting for its life. So I think, you know, when you put all that into context, I think probably tonight's result wasn't as unexpected as you might think.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. You're spot on, Charlie. You are spot on. Mate, I want to ask about performances tonight. I know that no one really shone, but when Laring come off the bench, he was a bit of a handful, wasn't he?
He really put himself about, didn't he? I think he you know, just I think there was, soon after he came on, he dug the ball out from a difficult sort. He got tangled in the ball and another player, and dug it out and went on a run. He of course he's just very strong on the ball, isn't he? He doesn't lose the ball very easily, and it's quite surprising. I don't think any of us would have expected when he signed for us, for him to have those sort of, a bit like Tall Paul in a way. You know, he's quite hard to knock off the ball when he could control it and trap it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he used to run it, or, you know, somehow dig himself out of those sort of situations. And I think Laren's showing some of those qualities. He's a big guy, really stocky, really strong, probably hard to knock off the ball, and he showed those qualities tonight. And I think in the end, that's what you know, probably rattled West Brom a little bit in those last 5 minutes before the final whistle.
Kind of feel that there's a bit of pressure building, Charlie, on the game against Coventry now. Do you feel that we need to go there and get something now? Now, if we won tonight, you could have like taken a point the weekend. If you were beaten against Coventry, maybe you could take it a bit more. But do you feel there's the fact that we slipped up tonight when nobody probably expected it, that there's a bit of added pressure on the game on Saturday?
Yeah, well, there is. I mean, I honestly just don't think there's any game. You could have said the same before tonight's game. Tonight, you know, people would have said tonight's a must-win game, especially with Wrexham losing last night. But this has been a slow ascent for Saints. You know, we've built back up to the position we're now in, just outside the playoffs, really, really gradually. And there's still 9 or 10 games to go. Well, 10 games to go, I think. So every game is really, really important. We've just got to sort of keep digging results out. Mostly, obviously, we need wins, but you know, the odd draw is going to be in there. You know, Coventry is going to be a massive game anyway, because they've gone. I think they've won 5 or 6 games.
They're in good form, Charlie. I'm just going to look now actually at the Championship form guide.
They've won 6 games in a row. They've only conceded 3 goals. They're definitely the form team. They had a bit of a blip, didn't they? And Middlesbrough sort of caught up with them, but now they're 8 points clear. With 9 games to go, they're heading to the Premier League. So we're not going to be going and playing a team who aren't really motivated, really on top of their game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a difficult fixture. We shouldn't be surprised if it's a tough fixture and, you know, we come away with nothing. But it doesn't. I don't think that means.
Yeah, just looking at their form now, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, ridiculous form.
It is. It's really, really strong. And they had a blip, didn't they? They had a blip after they played us. They went on a little. Pulled it back. So Middlesbrough. 30 points to play for. There's only 3 points between us and Wrexham. There is plenty of twists and turns to come yet. I don't think we need to sort of be thinking that it's all over if we don't win on get a result.
Charlie, concerned about Leo Cienza's injury?
Yes.
Bit of a worry, isn't it?
Yeah, the physio asked for him to be, to come off, and I think Leo looked pretty worried and pretty upset.
Yeah, he did look distressed when he came off, didn't he?
We've got Bragg, we've got Adozie, Fellows, Janda, Larin, Romeo, Wood. That's not a bad bench in the Championship. So I think we've got a strong squad. So I think we can manage for a few games if he is injured. But obviously the last thing we want is for him to have any games off.
Charlie, what was your thoughts on Sam Adozie when he came on tonight? I thought he did well. He did well, didn't he? And I wanted him to come on earlier. I don't know about you. I desperate for him to come on earlier. But when he did come on, he was good, wasn't he?
Well, we needed the injection of energy, didn't we? And to be honest, I don't think any of the subs tonight, I expected us to come out after half time with a lot more energy, Martin, but we didn't, did we? And so we did need something. And the cross he put in for the goal was a wicked cross, wasn't it? Absolutely wicked. And so just the sort of really good, fast, in-swinging cross that fans love to see when they're stood behind the goal. And so he did really well. He caused them a bit of trouble, gave away a couple of fouls. Won a couple of fouls. But I was glad he came on. He did do well, but I don't think any of the subs brought the energy that I was hoping they would.
They didn't, did they? Yeah, you make a really good point. They didn't, did they?
No. So Bragg and Adozie came on, I think, in about 65th minute. And I thought, right, here we go. This is Larin came on at half time, obviously, and did well, just put himself about. But I thought when those two came on that this was going to be it now. We were going to really sort of up our game, and we didn't really. It was really, really flat still, wasn't it? And we only really got going in the last, in injury time, in the minute or two before 90th minute. So, and then we sort of, in injury time, we had the best of it, didn't we? So, we could have won it in the end. But it was he did well. He got an assist, and we love seeing players like Sam Adozie getting crosses in and dangerous crosses in, don't we? So
I just want him to do well. I'm desperate for him to do well. A lot of people saying in the chat, there's loads of people on the chat. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to pop a few bits up on the screen, Charlie, so you can see what people are saying. Larin was a good signing, a clever signing, and a player that's given us something a bit different up front. I want to talk about this man. I've just popped him on the screen, Tom Fellows. He's not been at it recently. A lot of criticism around his performance tonight, Charlie, wasn't there? Tom Fellows. Again,
none of the subs brought energy for me. I just thought the whole squad looked flat. Tom Fellows has had a slightly tougher time of it lately. I think opposition players are playing much better about it, and they realise he's a dangerous player for us. He's got a few assists. He's got that great assist to cross at Stoke, didn't he, and several others. So he's not had a great run, even though the team's been doing really well. I thought he got a nice welcome onto the pitch, didn't he, tonight? The West Brom fans gave him a clap as he came on the pitch. That was really nice. But no, he didn't make. He's an energetic player. Him and Adozie, really, really energetic players. Cameron Bragg, energetic player.
Yeah.
But all young players, But they didn't make that difference tonight, any of them. And I think we expect more. Tom Fellows feels like the sort of more senior, more experienced player.
Yeah.
In that trio, doesn't he? In terms of games played. So I would have expected more of him, but he's none of them have done particularly well when they've come on.
Mate, what about the midfield two of Downs and Charles? I wanted to talk to you about that as well. Charles is back in tonight. I'm not sure about the two of them together. I said it in the watch along. I wasn't sure about the two of them playing together. Am I wrong in saying that?
I think I think it's a fair question to be asking. Definitely a fair question to be asking. I mean, I thought, Charles was getting box to box in the first 25 minutes when, we didn't do too badly. I'd say we were sort of assertive and controlled, but not spectacular in those first 25 minutes. And Charles was Charles was sort of getting box to box and doing the running, definitely. We had. I think in the first 25 minutes, I thought we were just going basically sitting back, letting them wear themselves out, and then we're going to pounce. But Perez came and grabbed the ball, didn't he, from that corner really early on. Harbour Bellis did that solid aerial challenge, I think, in the first minute. We were definitely trying to get about them, but yeah, we didn't see a huge amount from again either of those two, did we? In terms of just really making a difference. The one thing I think I keep noticing all the time, which is different, I think Downs and Charles are both definitely part of this, is we're getting the ball forward much more quickly, and that is more fun to watch, isn't it, than it was like earlier in the season.
Yeah,
it's much more fun to watch, and Charles is doing that. He loves spraying those balls out wide. Flynn Downs is playing a lot of sort of more first time balls to the front forward players, isn't he? So they are doing their bit, but Martin, it's hard to sort of pick a particular players out tonight. Whether those two, whether your sort of wider point is whether those two work together full stop. I'm not sure, because I think we've talked a lot about different. I think Castellanos really. We've got an embarrassment of riches in midfield, haven't we? Really. So I suppose just trying different combinations, maybe trying Leo in a more central role so Dozy can start games. I don't know. There's lots of different things you can do, and I think that's the strength of our squad. I think tonight was more about we just looked knackered. We just looked sort of energy sapped. An away game after another away game at the weekend, which was.
Did you go to Fulham, Charlie? Were you there?
I didn't. No, Ellie went, but I wasn't able to go, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, bless him, mate. It was a great result, wasn't it? Great performance. I haven't had a chance to chat to you properly yet. Since the draw was made for the FA Cup on Monday. Are you happy with the draw, by the way? Arsenal at home. If there's anyone you could have taken in the draw, it wouldn't have been Arsenal, would it?
Well, not really. But the thing I think we need to be mindful of is Arsenal are desperate to win the Premier League. Absolutely desperate to win the Premier League.
Yeah.
So they've been runners-up 3 years in a row now. Arteta will not want, I don't believe, to take any risks with winning the Premier League. So their second or third team will probably give us a great game, wouldn't they? Yeah. They've got such a strong squad now. That's one of the big differences with Arsenal this year, I think, is their squad's a lot stronger. So, which is why I think they probably will win the Premier League. But no, I just think, Martin, with these, this is just a random draw. You get who you get, and if you're going to win the cup. You've got to play big teams at some point or other, more often than not.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about the draw and who we're playing. I just think we'll go to the game, and we know that anything can happen on the day. It really, really genuinely can. So
the magic of the FA Cup, Charlie. Just
exactly. I still believe it exists. Even
though it's not on terrestrial TV and everything. It's just the fact that we're at home. All I wanted was a home draw. And if you could have given me any big side, I actually would have more than happily taken Arsenal. If you said maybe Chelsea, but you definitely want Liverpool, Man City. But Arsenal, with like so much going on in their season, you just never know, do you? You never know. They've
got more to lose by continuing in the cup than we have, than any of the other teams. So I think it's not as bad a draw as it seems. And on the day we could get thrashed, or we could win 1-0.
Yes,
I just think any result is possible. So I remain unapologetically optimistic that the magic of the FA Cup lives on, despite every effort of the authorities to sort of diminish its power over the last 20 years.
Yeah, mate, you're going to Coventry on Saturday. You're heading up to Cov the weekend. I'm quite looking forward to it, actually. I had a little watch of their game earlier. The pitch looks nice, looked a lot better than the Hawthorns did. And I actually think Ryan Manning actually said this to me the other day, that he feels that they play better against better sides. A team with a bit more tempo, he feels they play better. And he won't mind me saying that. They play better. I think we'll be better on Saturday, don't you?
That's definitely true. I think we'll be up for it, because this is, we had the issues with Lampard in the home game. So I think there's a bit of needle there.
Yeah.
I think we'll be up for it because they're top of the league, and we'll have something to prove. I think they'll be nervous. They're on form. Let's be honest. They're probably going to get promoted whatever happens on Saturday. So I think we should be playing with more energy. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. the result, but I think we've got a good chance of putting in a good account for ourselves, and we could get a result. It's always possible. It's always possible. But they're the form team. They're the form team in the league, and we've got to be really careful. I hope
winning it for you, Charlie. Are they the team to win it?
To win the championship?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're absolutely coasting at the moment, aren't they? They one defeat for them and one win for Middlesbrough can change how it looks a little bit. So I don't think it's in the bag, but I just think they'll go on and win it comfortably. Personally, I think Frank Lampard's got the experience of not quite going up with Derby that year that Villa got promoted, and there was the playoff final, I think, and it's just I think he's got the hunger. He's got a lot to prove. I think they'll win it. Pure force of their manager, as long as he doesn't do a Kevin Keegan again.
How about Middlesbrough losing tonight to Charlton? It gets Millwall right in the mix, doesn't it? Because Millwall been flying anyway. They've been in great form. They're now within a point of Middlesbrough. They were a point. They've got 68 points, Millwall, and Middlesbrough have 69.
Yeah, and let's not forget. Yeah, let's not forget Ipswich, because Ipswich were in a similar position to us not so long ago, down in the bottom half of the table, and they're creeping up as well. And Saints and Ipswich have both crept up the table nice and slowly, but yeah, Middlesbrough could choke. I think that's definitely possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we need to remember, like, Frank Lampard, he's an experienced guy. He's managed in the Premier League. He's managed at least one season in the Championship with Derby. And I just think he's an experienced guy. I remember Coventry already had a good team. They got to playoff finals. They got to cup finals, haven't they? Cup semi-finals in the last few years. 2 or 3 trips to Wembley. So they already had a decent base of a squad. So they're probably the team that has been knocking on the door of this opportunity. So I think Coventry will comfortably win it personally. Middlesbrough may well choke, in which case it'd be good to play them it'd be good to nip into 6 in the playoffs and play them.
Still believe we're going to get playoffs, Charlie? Do you still think we'll do it?
It's not.
Do you think it'll be touch and go?
I'm optimistic. I am optimistic.
Me too.
I just think it's anyone's. Like, and even Derby will be looking at that, and even Birmingham still. We'll be looking at that and thinking they've got a chance. There's these teams that are just, Wrexham and Saints have both failed to win this week. So Derby, Watford, Birmingham, they'll all be thinking there's an opportunity, and that's the beauty of this league, and the disadvantage of it as well, is that you can't guarantee anything. I'd say the only thing I think is a reasonable certainty at the moment is that Coventry will win it.
Yeah, big result tonight. We're talking at bottom end of the table now. Big win for Oxford tonight, beating Blackburn Rovers. They've proper put some form together, and there could be as much fun at the bottom end as there will be at the top end of the Championship. It is just, there's so much to look forward to and enjoy in the remainder of this season, I think, Charlie. I'm quite excited about it. I'm not massively pessimistic after tonight. Yes, we dropped points, but I'm not in meltdown. I think to remain unbeaten, and if you would have said with 30 minutes to go, I'll give you a point now, I would have absolutely taken it, because I thought we were so poor, weren't we? We were so poor, but yeah, Charlie,
and you're right. You're right about the bottom half. I mean, there's 6 teams. There's 6 teams in it. Sheffield Wednesday have gone, but the other 5, West Brom, Oxford, Leicester, Blackburn, and Pompey, are all within 3 points of each other.
Yeah.
Anything could change each week. Pompey could be 23rd at the weekend if the results go against them. West Brom are still in it. Oxford have got a win tonight, which drags Blackburn into it, of course. So there's very much excitement there. I mean, Blackburn, former Premier League winners, of course. Pompey won the FA Cup not so long ago. Leicester won the Premier League 10 years ago. Yeah. West Brom not been long since they were in the Premier League. So yeah, lots of excitement down there. Not quite as exciting as Tottenham being in the relegation zone, but
be mad if they went down, Charlie. If they went down, it would be crazy, wouldn't it? It'd be like,
that'd be mental,
for that stadium in the Championship, it would be outrageous. It would. It would be outrageous.
It would, yeah.
Charlie, I well appreciate you coming on. First guest on our phone in. I think we've now settled it down where we've got a system that's going to work by using the phone. So brilliant. I really appreciate you coming on. Really, really appreciate your time. everyone tuning in would have loved hearing from you as well, Charlie. So
Absolute pleasure, Martin.
thanks.
Coming on. Good luck with the rest of the
Yeah,
thing.
we've got Sam's going to come on in a minute. Sam Brown, a friend of the channels. He was at the Hawthorns tonight. He's our next caller actually. So be interesting to see what he thinks of what the atmosphere was like there tonight and give us a bit of an insight. So yeah, should be an interesting chat as well. So Charlie, cheers coming on, mate. Absolute legend.
My pleasure. Yeah.
Thanks so much,
Cheers.
mate. I'll see you at the weekend.
Will do. All right.
See you there.
Looking forward to it.
Top man.
Bye.
See you, mate. That was Charlie Brett, a big friend of the channel, big friend of ours, and joins us regularly. We've got another guest joining us very shortly. Sam Brown is going to come on. He was at the Hawthorns tonight. He's going to give us a call very shortly, and we'll get him on the channel as well. But what we will do is, if there's a member or somebody that's a regular on the channel that wants to come and have a say, you can come. You can give us a call in. I can give you the number, and you can give us a call, and you can pop on the show. Be more than happy for you to come on if you're somebody that we know. We're just kind of like soft launching this, not advertised it massively, and just going to see how it goes. I'll read out some of your conversation in the chat as well. To even be near the playoffs, I think it's good from the club, considering what happened last year. It was a terrible season, wasn't it? And a terrible start to this campaign as well. We can make some more signings over the summer, and go for the playoffs. Absolutely. Our next guest is going to be Sam. I'm going to link him up and get him on next. He's going to be our next guest on the channel. He was at the Hawthorns tonight. Hopefully Sam can hear me. Sam, can you hear me, mate?
Yes, I can hear you absolutely fine, mate.
Sam, great to have you on the channel, mate. You're at the Hawthorns tonight. Give me some thoughts from the away end. What the atmosphere on TV sounded like. It was all Saints fans.
Yeah, I mean, from the start, obviously great support again, especially on a Wednesday night, cold Wednesday night up here.
Was it cold, mate?
Yeah, it was absolutely Baltic tonight. I made the mistake of just wearing my body warmer and that's it. But, but yeah, no, that's how I felt most of the game. Quite cold, obviously. No, we weren't moving the ball quick enough. But yeah, the support was great again tonight. I don't know, I can't remember if we sold out or not, but yeah, Saints fans travelled up in their numbers as always, and yeah, we was loud and we was proud. So.
Yeah, we were very loud and proud. That is. For sure. They do it every away game. Saints fans are superb. Sam, surprised at how poor the performance was for you?
Yeah, I thought we were speaking at the weekend after the Fulham game, that the Fulham game could have been like a confidence boost for the team going into tonight. I mean, he didn't really change much, did he? Really, on the game on Sunday. No. But yeah, no, I thought it'd be a confidence boost, especially beating a Premier League side, giving us a bit of confidence. But yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that we didn't really turn up. We got a bit lucky towards the end because we weren't really going for it, where we were kind of passing around the back. But yeah, I mean,
too slow at times, right? It didn't move the ball anywhere near quick enough, did we?
No, not at all. I think Leo going off injured halfway through the first half slowed us down a bit. I mean, he likes to run at defenders, doesn't he? Whereas, I mean, fellows, it's hard, isn't it, going back to your former club and playing at your former club.
Yeah, it's never easy, mate, is it? Never easy.
No, not at all. But yeah, no, we lacked a bit of creativity when Cienza went off, I thought. But yeah, no, just glad to get some form of point.
Yeah, in the end, you would. If I said to you, Sam, of like 30 minutes to go, I'll give you. I'll let you. You can have a point now. We can have a point and walk out of it. You would have taken it, wouldn't you? Because we were so bad.
I would have snapped your hand off for a point. 100%.
Yeah. You would have snapped your hand off. Absolutely.
With Wrexham losing last night, it was such a big opportunity, I feel, for us to go in and get 3 points today. But to get one, I guess, is better than none, isn't it? So
yeah. Sam, it's still to play for. We just had a user put on the channel in the live stream. It's still to play for. If Swansea beat Wrexham, who they play at the weekend, it is Swansea-Wrexham at the weekend. Swansea are in some great form. They're only 2 points behind the playoffs themselves. It won't be an easy game. Can we beat Coventry? I think we can beat Coventry. I think we'll be better against a far better side at the weekend.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to lift our game, Sam, aren't we? We won't be able to play as lackluster as we did tonight. Like, no chance.
Oh, yeah, of course. And I hope that it's bad to say, but the focus is on this weekend. I mean, maybe the players see it as a more important game. I don't know, but yeah, just you feel like we could, we should have got something tonight. Taken 3 points and then taken that into Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree, Sam. I totally agree. What was the feeling like in the fan base tonight when you were leaving the Hawthorns? What was the conversations you were having?
There was a few people I spoke to, which were saying they're happy with a point. Obviously, looking after the game, at say the 80th minute, we didn't really look like we was going to score, did we? We kind of got halfway up the pitch and turned around and passed around the back. But yeah, no, there's mixed feelings. I think there's a few fans which obviously are a bit more frustrated than others, obviously, expecting us to win. But yeah, it's just mixed feelings, really.
Yeah, it's total mixed feelings, mate. Total mixed feelings. Anybody stand out for you tonight? Daniel Perrett's done well. Then he makes a save quite early on, tips one over the bar, doesn't he? And he's made some good saves. He's in the end, him and Larin, between the two of them, got Saints the point without any shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, of course. With Daniel, starting from Sunday at Fulham, he was my man of the match there. Just kept us in the game, made some important saves, made that save with his face, didn't he, towards the end. And then he kind of carried it in tonight. But it's so refreshing just to see a goalkeeper which actually comes, off his line and comes for corners. Right composed to with Bazunu, he kind of didn't come out, did he? But
no.
Yeah, that was important as well tonight. Daniel coming out of goal, he caught a few balls, didn't he? Which were quite dangerous. But yeah, huge upgrade.
Yeah, some tired legs tonight. Tired minds showed. Losing Leo was a blow, and it showed in their confidence. I was a bit gutted for Leo, wasn't you? I just hope he's not out for too long, Sam. It didn't look great on TV when they zoomed in on him. It didn't look great at all.
I was quite down towards the front, so I couldn't really see what's happened. So you probably got a better view than me, to be fair. But yeah, no, it don't look great, does it? The challenge didn't look great.
Yeah,
but yeah, I just hope he's okay for Saturday.
Yeah, I hope he is okay Saturday, mate. And it's really important that he is. Carl Aaron's been speaking with BBC Sport. He went on to say, "I'm happy to score, but it was a very difficult game, and it was a different type of football. We had to fight for every ball. Not every game is going to be pretty, and we learnt that today. And it's important that we took something out of it and keep pushing. And it's good to prove that we can come back in games." And that's a big thing, Sam, isn't it? It is like when you don't play well, but you get something. That's a sign. Yeah. I think that's a sign of a good team, personally.
Yeah, I keep going on about it. The determination. Say 6 months ago, 7 months ago, we would have gone, 1-0 down and would have completely capitulated. But the determination to fight for the badge has changed. The mentality has got better as the season's got on.
Yeah,
and I think it's got better with Tonda. And I think if we keep this mentality going of we can get something from these games, even though if we go 1-0 down, then we're going to be fine for the rest of the season.
Yeah, just got to keep fighting. Sam, some views on the ref, mate. I've had somebody ask on the chat. You were at the Hawthorns, you were in the stadium. Views on the ref, Martin. And my opinion was he was absolutely shocking. Sunday League level stuff. Yeah. I thought it was awful. Yeah. Your thoughts, Sam, on the ref?
Oh, yeah. No, the referee wasn't great tonight, was he? Let's be real. Yeah, like you said, Martin, you summed it up correctly there. Few schoolboy errors at times. I think, trying to remember back to it now. I think it was in the first half, wasn't it? There was a bit of shirt pulling, and we got that at Fulham as well with the West Brom centre halves. They just they got away with quite a bit. Pulling Larin's shirt. I noticed that towards the end quite a bit as well.
Yeah, he did.
And then
did have a
an obvious corner, by the way, an obvious corner come off a defender right behind where I was sat.
Yeah, where you were, was it?
He gave a goal kick. Yeah.
Yeah, shocking, absolutely shocking. Somebody just said in the chat, Sam, Larin is the new Wanyama. He's a tank. He is a tank. Yeah, he's a strong lad as well, Sam. He's got a lot of pace. Yeah, he's got a bit about him, really. Some people say his touch is terrible, and at moments he has a bad touch, but then he does something where he brings it down, and you think, oh, hold on a minute, it's not bad. I just think he's a bit rusty. He's going to get better, isn't he?
It's like it's like a Zaz in a way, like confident sort of players. If they get a good run together, like especially Larry, if he gets a good run together now, scoring goals,
Yeah.
it'll just get better with time. It's a new league for him.
Yeah.
He's not gonna, know the championship inside out overnight, is he? I mean, he's scored, 3 goals now, which is more than some of our other strikers. Let's be real, but
yeah, he's a physical. He's a physical centre forward,
yeah,
which we haven't
physical
had in a long
presence.
time. Yeah, Dan's just said in the live stream, so physical, and he is. That's the big thing about him. He is physical.
He's a handful for defenders.
Yeah,
An absolute handful.
yeah, he is a real handful. Is everything that we need. That is for sure. Yeah, there's a question for you, Sam. If Sam was Tonda's shoes, what would you have done differently tonight, Sam? Is there anything you would have done differently if you were Tonda tonight? We changed formation a bit earlier, maybe brought a Dozy on a bit earlier.
Yeah, I mean, a Dozy, is another one. Hadn't played really much football, over the last year, especially, for us. I mean, he's been out alone only a couple of times. But yeah, I'd like to see him come in a bit earlier. I thought also Manning was a bit rusty tonight, wasn't he, as well? He was a bit negative with going forward. But yeah, we didn't have Wellington, did we, on the bench, now I think of it?
No, he's still injured.
So,
he's still injured, which is a big blow, isn't it?
But yeah, he kind of has to play. But yeah, I did like how Shay Charles come back in tonight, especially after the weekend, had a rest. I thought he played quite well at times. He did struggle a bit at first, but then he kind of grew into the game, I thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's such a good player. Zaz as well. I thought he needed a break. He was a bit leggy at times. He went down.
He looked tired, didn't he? I thought he looked a bit tired.
Yeah, in the first half, I thought he tried to be a bit too clever at times. Like there was a simple pass, like to Stewart in the first half. He could have got a clear shot away, but he tried to be too clever and ran straight into the West Brom defender. But yeah, no, I would have rested a few players, especially with that game on Saturday. It is pretty important, isn't it? So
it's a big game, mate. You've done a few games on the road, Sam. You're away on Sunday at Fulham at Craven Cottage, and you're up at the Hawthorns tonight. Fair play to you, mate. You've done some miles the last couple of days. Just quickly touch upon FA Cup at the weekend. It was amazing, wasn't it? I haven't spoken to you since, actually, to be fair. Did you enjoy it?
No. Yeah, it was really good. It was a really good day out. I kind of did feel a bit confident, going up there, maybe a bit too confident, but yeah, it was a good game. I was thinking towards the end we're going to get punished, for not putting our chances away, especially with Leo missing that 1-on-1, and then I can't remember who else it was, but someone else missed a chance. But yeah, I'm just glad we got over the line in the end and didn't have penalties. But yeah.
It felt like it was going to go that way, didn't it? Yeah, Arsenal at home now. Sam, mate, I really appreciate you calling in, mate. It's been good to have you on, mate. Absolute legend.
No worries, mate.
Safe trip home tomorrow, mate, and we will catch up when you get back.
Expensive boat ride back.
It's not cheap when you live on the Isle of Wight. Sam's got all the way from the Isle of Wight to watch tonight's game, mate. So fair play to you, Sam. Thank you so much, mate. You're a legend. Thank you, mate. Top man.
Mate.
See you, mate. Bye.
Bye.
That was my friend Sam. Absolute legend he is. He comes on the channel quite a lot, going all the way to the Hawthorns on the Isle of Wight this evening as well. We're going to try and get another guest on in a minute as well, because Mark mentioned that he may call in. I'm hoping he's going to call in anyway. But yeah, if you give us a call, Annika's taking the calls, mate. So if you want to give us a call, mate, we would love to get you on. We'd absolutely love to get you on. It'd be fantastic if you're free. And if anyone else wants to come on, someone that we know, just drop me a message in the chat box below if you want to come on and have your say. He does, doesn't he, Charlie? He's a great lad, but you yourself, superb as well. But he does. We need to get him on the channel a lot more. Another comment there. Charlie, I saw your comment actually. As was quiet. I saw your comment around the bullet header. Face plant moment. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? That bullet header. It was one of very few times actually that Leo got out wide and just got that first time crossing when he got the cross in, and it was a bullet header. And we didn't do that enough. We did it again with a Dozy for the goal. Just first time cross, just get your cross in. And you never know when you when you got someone big and strong in the box, you've always got a chance. But legend Sam, thank you for coming on, mate. It's been great to have you on the channel. Paul's tuning in from New Zealand as well. Managers can't use 5 subs in the game. Why do they wait so long before they're making a change? Yeah, they've got 5 subs. Yeah, just get and use them. Start playing your cards, especially when you've got someone like Adozi. I just never felt that Matsuki was ever going to really unlock their defence tonight. Just didn't see it. But we may have another guest on the channel very shortly. Do we have another guest? Yeah, we do. Have you got the... Yeah, we got another guest coming on the channel very shortly. This is good. I'm enjoying it. We found a way to make it work now, which is good. These things never work straight away, but I think we've got... Is it Mark? Yeah. Oh, we've got Mark. Mark, it's good to have you here, mate.
Hi, Martin. How you doing,
mate? Thanks for staying up late and coming on our first ever proper call-in show.
Yeah. First of all, Martin, can I say that you and Charlie have really calmed me down tonight, especially Charlie's dulcet tones and soothing tones.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, at dinner time in my house this evening, my wife says you swear too much. So I put a big thing in my fridge: do not swear. And by 10 o'clock, that had gone out the window.
Yeah, it was. It was a painful watch, mate. In the end, wasn't it, Mark? It was a painful watch.
The problem is, Martin, as we know, we were, not just the players but the supporters. The Saints were in such a high after the Fulham game, and you take that optimism to that. Oh, West Brom, you don't actually think with your head, West Brom near the bottom of the league will smash those. Or I thought it would be a difficult game, but I thought we'd win at least 2-0. And then after about 5 minutes, we gave the Baggies such encouragement. Yeah. Especially when they launched balls into the 6-yard box, and we didn't deal with it at all. And I said to the wife watching and said, well, it's going to be a difficult night tonight, and it just proved so. So we got a point in the end, which on reflect, I was so annoyed at the end of the game. Oh, we've lost 2 points. But listen to Charlie yourself and looking at the comments on the live stream, maybe it's not such a bad point, and to end the evening really.
Yeah, because if I turned around to you and said to you with 30 minutes to go, right, Mark, I'm going to give you a point now, you would have taken it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, God, definitely. Yeah. Even I sat down, I didn't really celebrate like I normally do, watching it on the telly. I think, oh God, at least, and I thought we could have got. But what really encapsulated it for the whole thing, the very last minute of stoppage time, Azaz put a really weak cross in. When if he'd launched it a nice ball, we might have had a chance in the last 20 seconds to snatch her. And that to me summed up the whole game. Most of our players only played 50-60%. If a few of them had played at 70-80%, never mind 90-100, then I think we would have won the game. But too many, and as people have said this evening, I listened to Joe Tessum on the radio straight after the game. He said, the guys were on such a high at the end of the game. A couple of days to come down, and then you're up at the Baggies, up at the Hawthorns.
Yeah.
And it's a tough game, and they obviously, wanted to, try and nurdle a point from us or even a win, and they nearly got the win. And it proves a championship is such a difficult, league.
Especially midweek, isn't it, Mark? You go away midweek, the pitch looked a bit heavy, a stadium that would have felt a lot flatter than what you're playing in on the weekend. The intensity is different because you're not playing a side that are playing at a high level, because Fulham are, though they rested a lot of players, they still played at a nice tempo. They moved the ball quick. They had a lot of it. They came on to Saints and attacked us, and it allowed a bit of space in behind. It's like, it's so different, isn't it? You go there and players just were off it. You just, levels drop, don't they?
I mean, I know my own bias to certain, most supporters, you have your heroes. I mean, we all love Leo, but even Leo's not been really to me. I think he's tired, and that injury may be as a consequence of that. We don't know how bad it is.
Yeah, there's a few people asking. I've just read a quote actually from Eckert on Leo Cienza. It looked like a groin, but I don't know how serious it is. So we will have to wait and assess over the coming days. Can't say too much. That was him talking to BBC.
I can't see him playing on Saturday against Coventry. I just can't see it by the sounds of it. But people like Azaz, you know, he when we play fast, a high tempo game, he's great and that suits him. But when we're playing a team against a low, you know, playing a low block, he doesn't look the player. He needs space and fast moving, you know, attacking patterns to really show his style and his skills. But it wasn't there tonight. Everything he tried didn't work. He was every 50-50 he lost, and he wasn't the only player as well, you know. But it's just one of the, you just have to reset your mind, thinking we're not going to blow every team away, and it is the championship. You know, it does bite you back very, you know, quite often. So I think at the end I'll take a point and let's go. And I think we'll be, as you said earlier on this evening, I think we'll be far better. Coventry will have a go. There'll be more space for us. Tell you what, I would like to see more. Idozi play. I think.
Yeah, he was good when he came on, Mark, wasn't he?
He's been very good. And Larin. I mean, if we play a fast attacking game, I think it does suit Ross Stewart better. But you know, I think Larin, he's a handful. You know, and he's really impressed me since he's. But Idozi, you know, now if we've lost Leo for the next couple of games, I think Idozi because he's really impressed me. You know, in the last.
He was good. Eckert was impressed with him as well, Mark, because he said in his post-match interview.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he said you need players to start and players to finish. He's done the finishing. There might be a couple more starts now for him. Let's see how the next weeks go. Bit of news on Ross Stewart, mate, as well. We were chatting about Ross Stewart there.
Yeah.
It looks like he come off because he had a bit of tightness. Ross Stewart, it was an idea to manage and balance his minutes over the last week. He had a little bit of stiffness. I don't know if he's referring to tonight or whether he's referring to over the last couple of weeks. So hopefully he's not injured and can play some part of the weekend. You'd probably play Cole Larin anyway, Mark, wouldn't you, at the weekend?
I would. Yeah. I mean, we all knew about Ross that he had to be managed. You know that's what early on the season when who was it? Way back last year, seems like an eternity ago when Ross Stewart was playing his third game in a row and he got injured for a few.
Yeah, it was at Derby, wasn't it? It was at Derby. Sheffield United. He scored at Sheffield United in the week, didn't he?
Yeah.
He played at the weekend, maybe against Borough. It was Borough. Then I think it was Sheffield United, and then Derby. He broke down after about 25 minutes.
Yeah. We all said, God, he's not played for 2 years, and so it's he has to be managed. But Ross it's been like a new player for us. Him coming back, so we can't really complain about what he's done.
Yeah.
But yeah, Larin, he's. And he looks up for it as well. I mean, a lot of the players, I think, what I said on another stream, they don't look up for it, but I think they were mentally tired as well.
Yeah.
I've played football, not nowhere near the level, of the championship, but when you're tired, I was in the army, you do really hard physical stuff, but you're tired as well. And you've got to, it's hard to get going. And if you start every football match, if you start slow, it's really difficult to get going again.
Yeah.
And that's what happened tonight. And it's, we shouldn't be, I don't think we should be, I was really hard on the players, in my own living room. I was going, what? But then I thought about it and then listened to Charlie and a point's a point.
Yeah.
And we can't be too hard on these guys. There are elite athletes and they're giving it max, day in, day out. And sometimes we do forget that,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's tough, isn't it? Being a professional footballer, and people think, oh, it's easy to get paid loads of money, it's fine, but they're physical games, aren't they? They're physical, and you have to put a lot into it. We put loads into that game on Sunday, didn't we?
Plus, we underestimate. I mean, you look at any top level sport, be it Championship or Premier League. Most players, their metrics physically are probably about the same, especially in the Premier League. But the teams who win, the players are just that psychologically that much better. It's all in I'm convinced, sport is mainly, 90%, up there in the head, in the grey matter, and the rest is physical, and you can tell that, and so that's why I'm still optimistic what we did to Fulham. And that's why I was really optimistic when we got Arsenal in the draw. People were saying, oh, I wish we got, but, can you imagine, St Mary's, it'll be there'll be 3,000 Arsenal fans there. The St Mary's will be absolutely full. And if we do get beat, but if we put a really good performance in, I think that will propel us again.
Yeah.
And if we could win,
I think we've got every chance. I think we've got every chance.
I said to my missus tonight, I said, look, if Arsenal lose a Premiership game before we play them, they will be under so much pressure to, just let that FA Cup match go against Saints, so that we're going to win anyway. They could put their third string out.
Yeah, easily.
Easier. And then, I'm 63. I've seen loads of FA Cup upsets, and it won't be, and that's what Fulham did. They absolutely underestimated us. You spoke to the guys on Fulhamish, their podcast.
Good podcast, that, by the way. Good podcast,
yeah. I mean, they were saying, oh, yeah, we can't, we're not getting relegated. We can't really get into Europe or whatever, mid-table Premiership. I was absolutely astounded they didn't really go for it, but they put out a second string. We were up for it, and then we done them, and, Tonde's got to be applauded for that,
Yeah, he does. He does. Mark, I've loved having you on, mate. I've loved having you come on the channel.
Martin.
Yeah, it's been so good.
Have a coffee, mate. We'll sort something out.
We will do a coffee. Mark, I hope you sleep well, mate, and you've a bit of therapy, isn't it? Have a little bit of a call-in show, a bit of a chat, and there's loads of
calm me down.
Yeah, there's loads of people watching as well. Charlie's legend, isn't he? But thanks for coming on, Mark. You've been a superstar.
Okay.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers,
mate.
Bye
Cheers.
Bye.
That was a good friend of mine, Mark. It's nice to get this phone-in show working because I've wanted to do this for so long, and it's quite hard to find a way to make it work. And you're kind of looking at different ways. You send out a link or to use a phone number. We've got another guest that does want to come on. Actually, his name was Charlie as well. I don't know if he's still here. Charlie, if you want to come on, just ring the number. It's on the bottom of the screen, in the small text underneath the call-in show on the screen. Just give it a ring. Annika's taking the calls, and she'll bring it through to me, and we'll bring you in. And if there's anyone else that wants to come and have a quick say before we wrap things up this evening, you can do so. I'll be live for the next, 10. If I get another guest in, I'll stay live a little bit longer. We'll just play it by ear, really. I'm not going to give any time frames. I'm going in 10 minutes because if people are enjoying the conversation, we will keep it going. I do enjoy it. It's great fun. Really nice comment there from Dan. Thank you for that, Dan. I really appreciate it. The phone in is an amazing touch to an already incredible channel. I really appreciate that. I wanted to do this because I wanted to give fans the opportunity to come on. That's what I really wanted to do. Bobby, hope you're well, mate. Did you go to the game tonight, Bobby? Well, where you are, there you are. Did you go tonight? I think I saw you in the stream. I'm pretty sure I saw you. Well, I saw your brother, I think. So, I've not seen it, mate. I've not seen it because I'm using my phone as my camera. I will have a look, though. I will have a look. We've got loads of Charlies that tune into the channel. We do that. Thanks, Dan. I really, really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. But it's nice. Yeah, you can come and have your say. If you want to come and have your say, the number's on the screen. Just call through, talk to Annika, and we're, for someone we know, we'll bring you on. You never know, do you? Because you might just get one total clown. You just never know. Just wants to be an idiot. So, I think we can manage it quite well. Just looking at some of the reaction that's coming out of the camp. Going home with Adam and Joe's out. I'm going to go and listen to that before I go to bed because I'm a bit of a saddo. I want to listen to it before I go to sleep. Carl Laren's been speaking as well. I'm just ready to play whenever I'm called upon. I'm happy to score goals, happy to fight for the team. I came here to play and help the team because I believe in the project I was coming into, and I believe this team and the players and the fans. So he's saying all the right things, which is great to hear. The manager, the head coach, Tonda Eckert spoke about Carl Laren as well. Carl Laren, his dedication is outstanding. He said he hasn't played as many minutes before joining us. I thought it was a very good second half and shows how important he can be for us. I think we have another guest. Do we have another guest? Is that Charlie? We have Charlie. So we're gonna bring Charlie onto the show next when we can connect it. That's our next. There we go. Charlie, can you hear us, mate?
Yeah, mate. All good. How are you?
Yeah, thank you for coming on, Charlie. It's good to have you here, mate. Some thoughts on the game tonight. You disappointed, or you happy to take a point because of the way we played?
I think it's all about context, really. I think if you look at the fact that we just went away to a Premier League side, Fulham, and then we've gone all the way to West Brom on a Wednesday night, it's not a good performance. But I think if you look at the pitch we're playing on, the ref was poor.
Yeah, the ref was poor. You're right, Charlie.
Yeah.
He was very poor.
Not the end of the world. really.
Yeah, he wasn't the greatest. There's been a lot of poor refs in the league, isn't there? And a lot of people spoke about it in the watch along. He was probably one of the worst I've seen in a long time, though.
Yeah, no, he was poor. I remember there was that guy that like pulled, was it Laren back, and then he played advantage and then didn't book him for some reason, even though it was like the most obvious yellow card ever.
Yeah.
So it just made no sense to me.
Yeah, it didn't. Did anyone really impress you tonight? The goalkeeper done well, didn't he? Daniel Peretz.
Yeah.
Laren's come on and done all right. Other than that, it's hard to pull anyone out, isn't there? But those two impress you?
Yeah, I feel like Peretz makes a huge difference, really. I think like if you compare him to Bazunu just it's light and day, really.
Yeah.
But I do think not many people good tonight. I think Matsuki was poor.
He was, yeah, I agree. I think he was poor.
And I think Stevens wasn't great. Hardhouse, I mean, no one was great, really, if I'm being honest. But I think Matsuki probably was the worst.
Yeah. Do you think? Well, he can have to make a decision on Saturday how he sets up. Do you think he will give Adozie a start and play Fellows? Because it looks like Leo's injury doesn't look great. It didn't look great, did it? We could miss him for a period of time.
Definitely not.
He'll be out the weekend. For you, does Adozie start with Fellows?
I think if I was Tondo, I'd start Adozie, but I don't think he will.
No.
But I think there's a bit of pressure on him to play Fellows, because we paid all that money for him, and he has been good. He just, recent times, you would say Adozie's been better, but I think he'll play Fellows and then sub him off for Adozie.
Yeah. What are your thoughts been on Fellows? I know he took a huge amount of criticism. I saw across social media tonight, a lot of people not particularly pleasant about his performance. Do you think he's just struggling to adapt? It's just like a new club, new surroundings, trying to find your way. Do you think it's a confidence thing for him at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's tough for any youngster to move from like a club that they've been with for so long to a new club. It's a new challenge. He's gone from playing one style of football to another, and he's gone from being this sort of like big fish in a small pond, or whatever the saying is, to this bigger club, well, in my opinion, a bigger club at the minute, with lots of star players, and he is sort of just like just another player at our club. He's not special, so he has to get past that challenge, really, and become a new player and fit into Tom's system, which I think he did well at the start, but I really don't know what's happened with him, to be honest.
Yeah, he's struggled a bit, isn't he? He has struggled a bit. For you, the weekend's game against Coventry, the Saints will be better, won't they? They won't play anywhere near as bad as they did tonight. Do you think just the fact we're going to play against a better opposition the game will become a bit more expansive? We'll have more opportunities. They played such a low block tonight, didn't they, West Brom? So many men behind the ball in the first half. Just tried to frustrate us so much. They just cut everything off, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think we always play better when a team tries to actually play against us.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at throughout our whole sort of like Premier League history, whenever we've played against a good side, we always seem to be up for it and play a lot better. And then like when we play like a poor side, we're very lackluster. And I think that relates to like now, like you said earlier, was it Ryan Manning that told you that you play better against better sides? And I think that's definitely true.
Yeah, I think we'll see a totally different game on Saturday. I definitely do. Though we've slipped up a little bit tonight, do you still feel the playoffs are on for you, Charlie? You still think we can go and do it?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, Wrexham lost. We got a point. We're a point closer than we were the week before. It's not the best situation, but in terms of in the bigger scheme, you would take it really. 3 points off playoffs, and I think we've definitely got a chance. I think we're a much better team than Wrexham a whole.
Yeah, I do. I think you're right. I think you make a good point as well, and not loads of people talk about that. When you look at what we've got, if we can just keep the momentum going, we're still unbeaten. And a lot of people like meltdowns, though, mate. We're still like unbeaten in 11 games, aren't we?
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I was like, it's not like a 4-0 comprehensive win, but it's a point away at West Brom, and they're not as bad as they look. I feel like they set up very, very well tonight.
Yeah.
And all factors included, it's not the end of the world. It's not great, but you can't win every single game. Yeah. You can't put in a great performance every single week, so you've got to remember that.
Yeah, some thoughts on Tonda as well before you go. I want to get some thoughts on Eckert and what he's done since he's come in. He took a really tough job on, didn't he? Because when we still went, we were in a right pickle, really. But
absolutely.
He's done all right, hasn't he?
Very good. I mean, he's taken us from 21st when we lost to Preston 2-0 to now 7th.
Seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it, Charlie? That game against Preston at home.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, doesn't it?
night and day, really. I mean, because we went from playing this really slow, not taking our chances, not creating that much either,
Yeah.
to now we play this much more faster paced style of football. And it looks like it would work in the Prem as well, because I look at how we'll still played. We're not going to have 65% possession against teams like Liverpool in the Prem. So what are you going to do? But I feel like Tonderek has a tactical game plan, like he proved on Sunday against Fulham, that we can play a counter attack, play low possession, and win games like that.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think I've been impressed. I think it was a really tough job to take on. It was never easy job to take on. Just a few people in the chat saying they were talking about the goalkeeper Daniel Peretz. There was something in the news saying about Peretz, saying that he's very happy, would potentially like to extend his stay. Is it a goalkeeper you want to see stay at the club?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I think he's like him as a character. I think he's a good goalkeeper, if I'm honest.
Great character, isn't he? Great character.
Yeah, great character. He's loud. I think he actually can organise a defence, which I don't think Bazunu or McCarthy have personally.
Yeah.
Or George Long. I haven't seen him play.
Yeah.
But,
nice.
no, I definitely think him and Laren would be good just to get on a permanent 2-year probably.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I think you're right, mate. I really appreciate coming on. It's really kind of you.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, it's nice to bring someone totally different on that I've not spoken to before, and it's great for the viewers as well, mate. So I really appreciate you calling and really appreciate coming on, and I'd love to have you back on at some stage as well if you would.
Thanks, have a nice night.
Yeah, and you, mate. Good night, and thank you very much. That was Charlie, another great guest. We've had some great guests tonight. I've really enjoyed this. Bit of a soft launch, and as things develop, we will look to kick this on a little bit more. There's a lot of talk about Aaron Ramsdale. Looks like Newcastle may not keep him. So Saints will need to look to sell him. There's reports that Newcastle don't want to buy him. It's probably because there's a lot of money to buy him. That's the thing. He's played a bit, but he's not played anywhere near enough, you would think. Right, I've got time for one more caller. If anybody does want to call, Peretz is like Boric. Yeah, I totally agree. The number is on the bottom of your screen. Annika will take one more call for me if anyone does want to come on. If not, we will wrap things up very, very shortly. Yeah, who would buy Ramsdale? I think that's a good question from Paul, actually. Who will buy him? There's been some lovely comments in the chat tonight as well. There was somebody saying this is their chill out time, tuning into the channel and listening to it. I hope you don't. Yeah, there we go. I found it. It's Dan. This is my chill time on the channel. I have to look after my autistic toddler all day, every day, and it really drains me. Sorry to hear that, mate. I can imagine it's really difficult. But yeah, it's hopefully the channel gives you a little bit of a break when your little one's asleep and you can listen to Saints chat and enjoy our conversation. Martin, Leo and Ross went for a scan somewhere. They didn't travel with the team afterwards. Interesting stuff there. So they didn't travel back. Yeah, it does look like, I was just seeing the quotes on Ross Stewart. It does look like Ross said maybe had a bit of tightness there. But Bobby, thank you for that. Bobby usually waits the players afterwards because he knows a few of them. So thank you for that one, mate. Little bit of inside scoop from the young man. I hope you have a safe trip home. I hope Dad's all right as well. I will look to meet up with you guys at Coventry at the weekend. I'm heading up early, but I will be there. So I'm looking forward to catching up with you. What else do we have in the chat? I do like that one. It's very true. Peretz is very much like Artur Boric. I loved Boric as a goalkeeper. Great goalkeeper. Though he got lobbed by Asmir Begovic, didn't he, at Stoke City that time. Ridiculous, really. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. That they may just travel straight back. Depends. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't spoken to anyone inside the camp, so I don't know that one. It's been great. I've really enjoyed this. I don't think we've got any more callers. I think that's probably it for this evening. I'm going to read this one out, though. He has autism and global development delay, so I think he's half his age. Oh, mate, bless you. Love and best wishes to him. Hope he's going to be a Saints fan, that's for sure. I hope you got him a Saints kit already lined up. Yeah. Mate, yeah, we will do it more. Absolutely, we will do more call-in shows. Absolutely, we will do it for sure. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy talking to fans like a match day. I love going around the ground, chatting to different fans. We all have different opinions, and it's really good to have different conversations with different people. It's what it's all about. That's why we have done this channel. I will do some player ratings, which I will do tomorrow, I think. It was such a poor performance. It kind of puts you off doing player ratings, to be quite honest. So I don't know, I might give it a miss for this game. We've got to start previewing the Coventry game. So tomorrow, the aim of the game is to try and get a Coventry fan to give us some time and record a bit of Coventry content ahead of the game at the weekend, build up to it, see what's happening there and everything else. I'm going to do that, giving Arsenal TV a run for their money. I'm going to give one of their guys a call, actually, and see if we can get one of them on for the FA Cup draw. So I will... the team are staying in the Midlands. There you go. The team are staying in the Midlands. Legend. Top man. See, I knew, Bobby, you would know. But yeah, Arsenal fan TV, mate. They're absolutely phenomenal in what they do. Brilliant. Absolute brilliant. I didn't know that, Mark. Your wife went to sports college with Tim Flowers. Great goalkeeper, by the way, mate. What a keeper. He was absolutely brilliant. I loved him. Lot of time for him. Yeah, look forward to contact, mate. Plenty coming. We've got Mark Dennis joining us on the channel at some stage. I need to give him a ring tomorrow. He's going to jump on at some stage and chat all things Saints with us. We will do a proper show with him. I want to do it in person. I've been chatting to him on the phone quite a bit, and he's like a bit of a legend, actually. I really like him. And he's keen to come on the channel, which is brilliant. I'm going to wrap it up there. We've got no more callers, I don't think. It's coming up to 20 to midnight. So not Lee Judges, though. He's hilarious, isn't he? Absolutely brutal. But I will drop him a message in the next couple of days and see if we can get one of them on. Another one I do want to bring on is Kieran Maguire, the financial expert. I've got his phone number, so I am going to I'm going to try and get him on, because that'd be a great conversation. Oh, mate, it's really kind. Really, really kind of you. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Right. We are coming to the end. You go to Coventry, more shopping centres, hotels, away day experiences, please. Yeah, we will be travelling. People love, actually, the travel vlog thing's really big. And just going into it, my dad's getting quite into it. He's like watching different travel bloggers and vloggers, whatever. And he really enjoys it. So absolutely going to be doing more of it, because everyone loves it. Everyone loves it. We've finished painting our living room today. We've been going since 7 a.m. Jeez, that's some going. But it's done, and nothing better than having Football Martin live stream with a cold one. Oh, mate, love it. Absolutely love it. Anik is telling me, happy to do the shopping part. Yeah, I bet you are. Dave Besson. Oh, yeah, he's a legend, wasn't he? Good goalkeeper. But yeah, there'll be some great content from the weekend's trip, that's for sure. I'll cover it all. I'm going up on the coach, so we'll cover a bit of that, try and chat to a few fans on the way and stuff. And yeah, whatever I can make out of it, I will make out of it for sure. I'm going to do some holiday vlogs when I'm away, actually, in the summer. I'm going to do some holiday vlogs, which will be quite cool. Something a bit different. Just got back to the hotel. Sam, thank you for coming on, mate. It was good to have you on the channel. Mark came on the channel as well this evening. Thank you to Mark. We've had some great guests. It's been an absolute blast. So thank you all very much for tuning in. It was a disappointing game. It was a poor game, but in the end, Saints didn't get beaten, and that's the only saving grace from the whole evening. Thank you to everybody that's a member, to our sponsors, DNS Carpets. Massive shout out to them. All this doesn't happen without our sponsors, and also you guys that take out memberships as well. And every single one of you is mentioned in the outro, which is coming up now. Good night. Take care. I'll see you soon.